Hey guys, what's going on? TheRiaya here with a little update to the channel and going to talk about the history that I have with Turtle Beach. This is going to be mostly impromptu. It's nothing scripted or anything, just what I'm throwing out there. First thing I wanted to say is I would have done the history of Turtle Beach sooner, but as you can tell, I've been a bit sick. And a few days ago, I could barely talk. If you're watching any of the live streams, you knew that. So when I get into the history, I'll have little pop-ins for the things I don't have from Turtle Beach that I have owned, and just show something that you can see that I would know what I'm talking about. All right, channel update. I plan on making the next Mass Effect 1 cinema video soon. I've been a bit sickly lately, and I wasn't able to really just get the recording done and things. Unlike a lot of people, I try and separate the audio from the music from the video. I do that in a separate recording so I can manually edit those up. Now it's a little difficult because some of the audio is part of the sound effects in the game itself and the sound effect volume slider. It's really odd how they did that, but they did. So it takes me two recordings to go through that. Well, the one I just got to make sure it's set to the volume I want it to overall be, which is pretty easy to do, but at least I have control over how the music goes and from scene to scene when I swap it around to try and not make it just so boring and just a straight playthrough. That's why it's the Mass Effect cinema experience. It's trying to give you the whole story and everything without trying to dull you out because of me just running around looking like a moron shooting everything. Other than that, I'm going to have another small video series I'm going to be making on video editors for 2017. Now, I'm going to be starting with VSDC, and I'll go through VSDC, Blender, Shotcut, and also DaVinci Resolve. Probably in that order, because I'm going to start with what I consider the worst free one to the best free one that you can have. I'll hopefully in the next couple of days have the VSDC one up, if not later today. We'll see how that goes. Now on to the main thing, talking about my history with Turtle Beach. I've been using Turtle Beach products for a while now, starting going all the way back to their sound card, the Turtle Beach Santa Cruz. I thought personally that card was better sounding than the Sound Blaster Live that my father had in his computer when I was a teenager all those years ago. It was an excellent sounding card. I had a really rigged setup in my house for the 5.1. I had two old amplifiers my father didn't use, and then a separate center speaker subwoofer that I had set up. So I had the full 5.1. It sounded decent. I didn't have a headset at the time, but that sound card sounded great, and it was a really nice experience to have that early on. Then I upgraded to the Sound Blaster Montego Dolby Digital Live, and by that point in time, I had my own surround sound receiver that had, of course, Dolby Digital Live support. Now I think that was one of the first sound cards, if not the first sound card, to support that. I know the Sound Blaster, what was it called? Oh, I can't remember it. It was one of the Sound Blaster cards that came out soon after, had Dolby Digital Live support as well. But Turtle Beach seemed to beat them to it. I didn't see any other cards that had that. It wasn't the best sounding Dolby Digital Live, but it was a start. They got the ball rolling on that, and around that time, I got my hands on their headset, the X52s. They were a decent sounding 5.1 surround sound headset. The highs were not the best, but for an early designed set and everything, it was good. It was one of those, official 5.1 headsets out there. I had 4 speakers in each ear. I had the center, stereo, surround, and sub. Center, stereo, surround, sub. Yep, so that's 4 speakers in each ear, total 8 speakers. And those headset lasted a long while. I had to super glue them back together a bunch of times from dropping them. I zip tied them, did everything I could to keep them for as long as I could, and eventually upgraded to the Turtle Beach Z6As. Now, there was a problem with those when I first got them. The back surround speaker wire went bad. Oh, you're going to notice a trend with this with Turtle Beach. A lot of their headsets, something goes wrong, something breaks or something because there was a very big issue with durability with these headsets. So I had to turn this first Z6As in, and I got them replaced. I ordered another one because they did sound great. So they were another one of those official 5.1s with 8 speakers in total between the two cups. So they sounded decent, and I wanted to upgrade to a wireless solution, which was my got the no, I didn't get the I got the Turtle Beach Z300s. Those were actually very disappointing. I'll be honest about that. They sounded like you were kind of in a small echo chamber. They didn't have any real bass to them. They just sounded overall kind of like crap. And there's there's no way to explain why any headset should ever sound like that. There's no reason why it should be that bad in quality, especially for the price they're asking for that headset. I think it's $150. So I actually turned those back in because there's the lady on the counter like, are they broken? Like, if people are supposed to sound like that, like they're sitting on the toilet and it has absolutely nothing else to it, and you can't really understand a lot that is going on, then yeah, I guess they work fine. So they took them back, and I actually wrote a letter to Turtle Beach about that, saying I would expect better quality from that for a headset. So instead, I opted and bought a pair of these. These are the XP500s, and yes, I think I owned a pair of these before I got the Z300s, but I ended up giving them to a friend or something, or trading them in so I can get the Z300s. I don't remember that I did have another pair of these, and I regretted getting rid of them, so I ordered another one of these. And the XP500s were pretty good. They're lacking in the bass a little, but not remotely as bad as the Z300s. So they still use these. I use these from like my cell phone when I'm doing treadmill, or if I want to listen to something in the bedroom and not disturb anybody. So those work pretty good. And the next ones I got are the XPs, the Z7s, the XP7s, or if you want to say the M7s. Now, again, you'll notice, as I stated in my Turtle Beach Elite Pro review, these things are very rigid. They have super glue on them, too, because these have started falling apart because of how hard they clamp on my head. Probably also didn't help for the last several years with yanking them off my head when I'm like annoyed at a game or something like that. But obviously, that's, again, a durability issue. And finally, I guess it comes up to the XP Pros. For the price they're asking, these things better be built well. They are built well, and unlike the Z300s, they don't sound really crappy. They full metal, fully adjustable. That's something I forgot to mention in my Elite Pro review, is be able to adjust this. But usually, as far as I can tell, every headset has one. It has the nice headband strap here to keep it on your head, so it's doesn't feel like it's heavy or anything. So those sound excellent. For $200, they had better be sounding really good. And Turtle Beach, I think, has really upped it, just for the major fact that you have like Sennheiser coming into the gaming headsets and things like that. So Turtle Beach knows they have to start working pretty good at this. And I do look forward to future products from Turtle Beach when they come out, and hope they do really well. I wish they didn't stop making sound cards, though. That is something I will say, is I wish they still made sound cards and competed against like Sound Blaster and things. I mean, the Dolby Digital Live was great when it came out with the Montego. Dolby Digital Live was their last real sound card. I mean, they had the USB dongle one after that, but yeah, that just isn't as nice as having one, actually straight in the computer that you could just mess around with. But it is nice to see that, now other companies with that as well. that really wraps up my history with Turtle Beach. There's nothing much else to say about it. I mean, I like their company. I know a lot of people have given them flack, or people don't tend to review their products. I can understand why, because they do seem to have this high piety of oh, we got the best sound out there. And, well, with other, like I said, other people coming into the gaming headset industry, they definitely got to up things. So hopefully this just comes out with even better headsets in the future. And that's my history and of with the three that I got here. These were my sounded excellent too. They're a little muddy overall compared to the P7s, but these are a great headset if you need to pick them up for like $50. So, and of course this one. I don't have the X52s. I gave those away to a friend. So the Z6A, I sold that to a friend also when I upgraded. So I don't have actual those other than, the little pop-ups that showed up on the screen. So I hope you liked this video. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't. Leave a comment below if you have any suggestions or want to say anything. And if you aren't subscribed, I hope you subscribe. And as always, I hope you come back for more. And thank you for watching this video.